So I hear you. You have yourself a 328 or a 335, and you're like, man, I got to have me that intercooler, but I ain't trying to spend $400. Well, today, I got you covered, because I got this thing for $190 shipped. Now, who's it from? Here we go. Turn around. G Plus Performance Parts. Yeah, you've probably never heard of them. I haven't either, but they are just one of the dozens of people across eBay and Amazon that are selling this exact intercooler for about $190 to $200 shipped. So they guarantee it'll go on without any modification. Should be a straightforward bolt-on install. So before we even talk about efficiencies and anything like that, mainly because I don't know how to do that, not good at it, let's bolt it on and see if it actually does fit. And we'll also do a side-by-side comparison of the factory intercooler versus this. I can go ahead and tell you it is bigger, so that's got to be better, right? Anyway, let's see what 200 bucks gets you as far as an intercooler. So the first thing we have to do is get the car in the air, which it is. I pointed to a door, but it's on the other side of that door. Car's in the air, ready to go. We gotta take the belly pan off, which is a ton of screws. But once we drop the belly pan, we should have access to the intercooler, and it's 2 bolts that pop the intercooler down once you disconnect it from the charge pipes, and then we should be able to put the new one right up. So join me while I drop the belly pan and get the old intercooler out. So we are lifted, we are secured, we are safe. We have some fail safes back here as well, so the car won't drop on me. Let's get these bolts out. Found a rock. So here is the factory intercooler, at least the bottom of it. And see if I can show you. We have a screw here. Is it on camera? Yeah, and there's one on the other side as well. And then we have the charge pipe clamps there and one on the other side. So I'm just gonna undo those, undo these, and this thing should, for the most part, pull out. I'm probably gonna have to wiggle it around a little bit because you got the fan clipped on here and such, but I'll figure it out. And once I drop it, we'll do a comparison, and then we'll put the new one in. So I'll be back in, good Lord, hopefully soon, maybe a couple hours, who knows. I'll let you know though. Well, that only took about 15 minutes, not too bad. But anyway, here's the old one we have here. It's plasticky and not very big. And then we have the new one, which is also not very big, but more metal, more substantial, more girth to it. So that ought to make something of a difference, right? I mean, pay 200 bucks, how bad could it be? Anyway, let's get this thing in there. All right. It'd be a hell of a lot easier without this. It's probably why people take their bumpers off to do this, but I did not, and I will not. But just a piece of rubber. So I didn't have to remove the shroud, and after a lot of wiggling and wriggling and a lot of negotiating with the car gods, it's in. The hardest part was getting the charge pipes to click on to this intercooler, because believe it or not, even though I paid a huge sum of money for this thing, it wasn't exactly completely bolt on. I did have to wiggle them a little bit and play with them, but they're on there, they're tight, it's bolted in, it fits, no cutting of the shroud was required. I did break some pieces, but I didn't have to. That was by accident. Don't blame this. But yeah, it fits. So I'm gonna bolt it up, lower it, and it'll be done. So far, for 200 bucks, it's not bad. for a test drive and see if there's any leaks. God, I hope not. But I fiddled around with the charge pipe a lot to get everything to snap into place, so let's see. On the plus side, idle's fine, no check engine light. Call that a win for right now, until I actually get on the road. I did let it idle for a bit before pulling out to make sure that there is no leaks at idle, of course, make sure everything is still nice and tight, everything feels super tight, and to make sure that I can get on the boost a little bit and not really hurt the car at all. So, see if this is a shot. A little nervous going out on a public road, not knowing if my charge pipes or boost pipe's going to blow off, but you gotta test it, right? And here we go. Okay so far. Test it just a little bit more before I really hammer it. That feels pretty good. Feels like it should. Alright, seems like it's holding. As far as any extra power, I'm not going to be able to tell, obviously, and I don't really care if there's any extra horsepower. Really, the reason I wanted a bigger intercooler, well, two reasons I went this route. Number one, when the temperatures get hot here, like right now it's only 55 degrees, so if there's really any sort of extra efficiency gain from a bigger intercooler, I'm probably not going to be able to see it today. But when it gets up to like the 90s and 100 degree days like we have here in Charleston, I'm hoping it will help, because this thing pulls timing like a son of a bitch once it gets over about 85 degrees, especially in the 90s. You hit the gas, you hear the turbo spool up, but you don't go anywhere. So I'm hoping this will help with that. Second reason, it's $200, well, $190 shipped. How can I not try that? And realistically, it wasn't that bad of an install. You know, the charge pipes were the worst of it. I was able to get it in there without having to trim or cut anything. The install was fine. The car seems to be driving fine so far. I'll turn around in just a minute and put it in sport mode and we'll see. But yeah, I wanted to see for 190 bucks, how bad could it be? And so far, pretty good. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say it's better than those, you know, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 intercoolers out there. I'm not going to say that. But what I am going to say is, I paid $190 for an intercooler. It looks good. It's bigger than stock. It went in just fine. Had I not been filming, I probably could have had it done in under an hour. With filming, it took me about an hour and a half. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. So the next place I have to turn around, I'll pop in sport mode, and we'll try to get one of those charge pipes to blow off and see if we got some leakage. Of course, that's really not going to be an indication of the quality of the intercooler. That's going to be an indication of the quality of my install. So we got some cars coming. Pop into sport mode right now. So far, so good. All right, I'm gonna head back to the house now. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it if you made it this far. I know my videos typically aren't very long anyway, so, but regardless, thank you for watching and making it this far. I will post at the, assuming I know how to log stuff correctly. This is the first time, oh shit, bumpy road. It's the first time I've ever tried logging anything with my my iCarly app, so if I did it correctly and I have results or something to post, at the very end of the video, I'll have a little splash screen up that has that information. If I don't, if I didn't do it correctly, then yeah, it's just going to end right